Good afternoon, everybody. This is Drew, your host of Illegal Adventures. I want to take a moment to thank you guys for joining us for another episode on the channel. I appreciate all my subscribers so much. Your comments, feedback means the world to me. Couldn't do any of this without you guys. Thank you very much. We're going to go through our tackle bags this afternoon. We had a busy spring and summer. We fished every chance we got. You get busy during the year fishing, you don't always take the time to update, check, see everything you need. So we need to see how many hooks we got, how many we don't have, how many worm weights, lures, etc., etc. So we're going to go through our bags here, make sure we're not missing anything. I think this one's missing a knife, but I wouldn't swear to it. We'll make a list of everything that we don't have. That way we can get it back in the bag and get ready to get back on the water and do a little fishing. Just enjoy the sunshine, fresh air, and being outside. I would appreciate it if you guys would take a moment to subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, hit the notification bell. That way you can get stuff as I am able to post it. And try to keep you guys updated with everything that's going on with Illegal Adventures. Tomorrow, we're probably going to get the bow case out and go through the bow case, check the bow, check the sights, check everything. Probably gonna go on a little archery hunt here in a couple of weeks. We sure would appreciate it if you guys would come along for that. But for now, let's get to this tackle bag. This bag also started life as a cooler. I need tackle boxes and bags way worse than I need coolers. We're gonna go through the pouch on the front and live. Looks like an acorn one that's been something shelled it out. Probably a local chipmunk. We've got some Eagle Claw 3/0 worm hooks. Extra wide gap worm hooks. Looks like we got plenty of hooks. We got about 10 packs of those. We got us a few worm weights. Another pack, 16th ounce. I think the other's 16th. Both of these are 16th ounce worm weights. Let me take a moment to tell everybody we fish a lot of light and ultralight tackle. It's tough in these creeks because of the rocks, but I believe I get more bites at hookups with light tackle than if I do lose a fish all along. I'm good with it. Got some curly tail grubs. A couple of packs of those. Box of brim hooks. We actually got 2 of those. Got some trout floats. Package of small panfish floats, because you just don't ever know when you're gonna run up on a brim bed. Got our plastic box here. I normally keep my hooks and weights in separate boxes. I'm not sure how all these hooks got in here, but I can tell you right now they're coming out of here. No, we'll leave those in the front of the bag. But that's our selection. We've probably got 1/4 ounce, 8th ounce, and 16th ounce. This box here would be my box for my jig heads and extra hooks. Charlie Brewer slider head. It's flat on one side, works the bottom of a creek real well. You rig it weedless. You can fish some pretty tough cover with it and get by with it. Got some shaky heads. Can't ever tell when you're going to be in a little bit deeper water. Got some wide gap finesse hooks. Need a few more of those. You can see that right now. Time to get that on the list. One of our favorite pastimes is to wade the creek, fish for smallmouth, black perch or rock bass, shadow bass, whatever you want to call it. 3 or 4 members of that subspecies. We got a little dry box here. I think this is my trout box. In case we run up, yeah, we've got trout magnets. We've got a large assortment of those in here, different colors. We got the blue, the chartreuse and white. We got the pink. And I might add at this time, the trout magnets work really well for panfish. Also, bluegill, crappie, if you're in the right location, in the right time of year. I need some spinners. I don't have any spinners in there. So let me close this up and get spinners on the lid. Number 8, octopus circle hook. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I do want to add at this time, if we ever are on the creek fishing and I run into a bunch of trout, my trout bags will be in the back of the truck. I can go back. I don't have any of the dough baits or salmon eggs in this particular tackle bag, but it won't take but a minute to go get some. Now, here we've got some Zoom brush hog. My go-to. Listen, the brush hog don't lie. Early spring, hot summer, creeks, the river, ponds, get that brush hog in the water, you'll catch bass. This is a tiny brush hog. Once again, if you're in the creek, you're catching creek fish most of the time. Creek fish are smaller. That big brush hog might intimidate them a little bit. All you've got to do is swap to the bait brush hog. See, exactly what I was talking about right here. Here is a fine bag Zoom baby brush hogs, completely empty. I look in there and see the top part of it and say I got baby brush hogs, but in reality I do not. This says finesse cotton candy, but I can tell you neither one of those baits in there are cotton candy finesse worm. Tiny brush hog and the green pumpkin. Like I say, one of my go-tos. Another favorite, Zoom fluke. Love fluke, July, August, first part of September, and top water bait, you can't beat it. Here's a Super Fluke Junior and a white pearl. A lot of our creeks up here, these mountain streams and creeks have a lot of rapids in them, and there's an easy way to fish that. Next time I go and do a video fishing, I'll show you guys. You go to the midpoint of the rapid. This bait is white. It's very visible. You throw your fluke, no weight, just a hook, to the top part of the swift water and just let the current carry it down like a bait fish washing down, and keep your eye on that white color. When the white color disappears, set the hook. That means a smallmouth or a black perch has ran up and grabbed it. It's disappeared because he's got it in his mouth. More brush hogs. As y'all can tell, I got a lot of faith in my brush hogs. There's some cotton candy finesse worms. Love those in weed beds in the summertime. You fish your creek early part of the year, let's say March, April, May, June. The grass is starting to come up out of the bottom of the creek or up out of the mud, but the grass has not reached the surface, much less come up above the surface of the water. And during that time, I most of the time fish brush hogs. But once that grass comes up above the top of the water and grows 6 inches or a foot, I switch over and fish those cotton candy finesse worms. I seem to have better luck. Here we've got some cotton candy brush hogs, just for variety. More trash. Got a baby brush hog in camo. And we've got a Super Fluke Junior in green pumpkin. And y'all, that's it. That's the green pumpkin, the cotton candy, and the white are about the only colors I fish. Right time of the year, I fish those colors that I know are productive, and I just stick with it, and it always works. Something I have noticed, I do not have a knife in here, which is, to me, just a terrible sin. So I need to get a knife back in here. And I've got a pair of pliers on the front. But I do not have a knife, so if I needed to cut something, I also do not have a fish stringer, which is also a no-no when you're wading the creek. Well, guys, I'm gonna get this stuff back in this bag, and we'll go through the other one right quick. Better. Darn chipmunks is hoodooed me bigger than life. Alright guys, we gonna zip this bag up and put it over here in the chair. I might also mention that if we have his and hers bags, we had some technical difficulties. We had to kill a stink bug. We didn't catch that on video, but that darn stink bug in that bag. So we're gonna get Miss Beth's bag and go through it. See, she's got her pliers. There, we got us some foxtail, some whiptail fence spinners by Blue Fox. Got another little pack of spoons. Got some Charlie Brewer sliders that the rat has gnawed a hole in the package. We've got to do something about that. I'm gonna get me a dose of these rats. Here we got a small bag of crankbaits. Seldom fish with those, but once again, if we find the right place and that's what we think the fish are biting, we go to this bag. We've got plenty of weights. Huge assortment of worm weights there. Now this bag has a little bit different setup in it. We got some Berkley Gulp. I've had great success catching crappie on those early in the year, February, March. I don't know if the watermelon pearl or the black shad works the best. Got some sliders. Don't say what these are a water dog, crawfish orange water dog. Also fished quite a bit of Charlie Brewer slider baits, have for years. It's local here in town. Probably ought to go by there one day and do a video, drop it. It's a pretty neat place to visit. Miss Caroline and them, they're nice people. Another bag of the Gulp. Baby brush hog. Baby brush hog. Brush hog, all in green pumpkin. Baby brush hog. So there's 5 packs of brush hogs in this one. Another package of the crawfish water dog sliders. No knife in this bag either. I'm not sure what's precipitated that. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. There. We do have a knife in the bag. Nothing special, nothing fancy. I probably bought it at a yard sale or flea market. It's just to cut fishing line or cut bait. It does a very sufficient job of that. Pack of nail clippers. Trim your line. Got us some Jamakatsu offset shank worm hooks. Plenty more. We got plenty. We got several packs of hooks. Got the offset shank worm hooks, extra wide gaps once again, depending on what kind of cover we're fishing, how deep, what we're fishing for. Also, more stuff for panfish. That's number 8 brim hooks. Keep those in the front of the bag. Well, guys, there y'all have it. Another tackle bag review. Looks like we're gonna need a knife, several packs of wide gap finesse hooks, a couple of stringers, and a few more weights, and we'll be resupplied and be ready to keep fishing. Have a lot of this stuff. If you do happen to catch a lot of fish, that soft plastics tear up. Everybody knows that. Soft plastics are good for 2 or 3 fish. Then it's time to replace it. If you're not getting hung up, you're not fishing hard enough. So you fish heavy cover structure. So these rock piles in these creeks, you're gonna break off. That worm weight fall in there in one of those grooves, and you pull in behind it, and it's just not coming out. You break off, tie on, keep fishing. Look forward to sharing a bunch of fishing videos with you guys next year. Wading, there's creeks all over Tennessee and North Carolina. Wonderful places to catch smallmouth, largemouth, trout. We do a lot of trout fishing over around Cherokee, North Carolina. Bryson City, North Carolina, we fish the Nantahala River some. And assorted other places, wherever we think we can catch a bunch at. We're going to get this stuff back in this bag. We know what we need to get now to be resupplied. So next time, if the bag's in the truck, I know I got everything I need to have a successful day. I don't have to worry or wonder if I've got everything, and I sure don't have to worry about running out of anything. It's all right here. And I want to take a moment to thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the channel. I appreciate y'all so much. And maybe next time you'll see you guys can see us using this stuff and just having a great time in the outdoors. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one.